Well, hi Justin. It's good to see you here again. How have you been?
Been pretty good. I'm having a pretty good week so far. I'm actually finding things to do.
Really, that's great. Um, Last week you had told me that, like, in a happiness scale, you were between um, a 6, 7.5, between 1 to 10, 10 being great, so you're really happy, 1 being lousy, so unhappy. Um, has that improved? Has it stayed the same?
I think it's improved. Um, I don't really know about a number. I think
Well,
giving it an 8 would be really high, but yeah, I felt happier.
okay, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I needed to know. Whether you felt happier, you felt worse. That's great. So last week we had actually spoken about your swimming coach that you had found in the rec center, water polo, and actually finding other groups in the community. Were you able to do any of that?
Yeah. Um, I went to first of all, I looked up water polo, and it is, as you were right, it is pretty
Intense, isn't it?
intense.
Yeah, I didn't want to like go out and just say that you probably didn't know much about it. I just wanted you to experience for yourself and let you make that decision because I don't know whether you would consider it intense or not. So, what do you think?
Well, I mean, you're right. I didn't know enough about it, and I'm glad that you pushed me to look it up because that really makes it more exciting to me.
Okay. And, well, now you know that it is more intense, even though obviously you are in the water, so it really won't affect your ankle. Have you actually done any water polo like activities during this past week?
I mean, I got in the pool, but I didn't do any
Okay.
water polo, I guess, like activities. I mean, I did swim a little bit. There wasn't anybody really available. There wasn't many people there when I went last time.
Okay. And what do you think about it?
I mean, it didn't hurt to swim, so I mean, that's a good thing, but it didn't really give me a good idea of what it would be like playing it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I'm just
But
gotta
I wanted to know like what it is that you think about being a little bit more active compared to when you came in and you were just doing nothing. What is it that is what is it that you're thinking? What are your thoughts about at least doing something?
Well, I'm glad that I'm out of the house, not just sitting around, and I I think I'm moving some way forward. I don't feel like I'm in the same spot anymore.
Okay.
Just kind of, I guess I want to say I was kind of drowning my own pity, kind of water pun, but okay. So, yeah, it was nice to be doing something and not sitting around.
Okay. And so about all the other things that we discussed last week.
Well, I didn't see swim coach, but I did go swimming, like I said. But also thought about other activities outside of sports, and I thought about maybe going to church, maybe doing something. Not really a big church person, but it's just something else that would be like that. I don't know. That's really all I could come up with, but
Okay.
it's a possibility. Just about changing what I do if I want to do that.
Okay.
Because there is some sort of camaraderie with that. Because you got a congregation and that kind of stuff.
And how did you feel just going there?
Well, I didn't go to a church, but
Okay.
I just thought that would be something else that's about camaraderie.
Okay. So, if you went to church, what do you think would happen?
I mean, I guess I would meet new people. I guess there's a possibility to get involved with groups or something like that. I mean, the last time I went to church was when I was really, really young, so we had like Sunday school and stuff like that. I guess that's kind of all I could really think of. You'll get to meet people around when you're in the congregation, when they say greet everybody or something like that.
Okay. And what are your opinions about that?
I mean, I guess I don't have any strong opinions about it. I mean,
Well, when you started here, you had mentioned that you were having anxiety with talking about other people and that you were feeling a bit down because you felt alone. But now you're telling me that if you went to church, you might be meeting new people, you might be going into groups. So I actually think that's an improvement, and the fact that you're not telling me that you're thinking it might be nerve-wracking
well, I
shows
mean,
a lot.
I think it would be a little bit. I'm pretty sure I would be a little nervous to do that, but I mean, I know when they say greet everybody around you, it's like they're telling you to do it, and everybody's already doing it. So I mean,
But you see, that type of nervousness is something you would expect when you are with new people. It's not the nervousness that you came in with that you just didn't want to speak with other people. See, so that is an improvement in and by itself.
okay.
So you are moving forward. Now, what I want to know is, what do you think about it? Do you think you've improved? Do you think you're anywhere close to where you want to get as a goal?
I think I'm getting there. I'm just kind of glad. I'm really just glad that it is moving now, because it was just like still before.
And how can we improve this? How can we continue keeping this momentum?
I guess I just gotta keep on pushing myself, I guess. I mean, because the more that I do, the better I get at it, I guess. I mean,
So practice makes perfect.
I guess so. Yeah, that's the way to put it.
Okay. So, it's funny that we started with sports and we're not talking about a church, and yet it seems like you're actually looking forward to church just because you were forced to have that communication with people. Am I wrong?
No, I didn't really think of it like that. I mean, I was thinking that I guess it was just part of going through the motions of looking it up and seeing what I can do. I mean, I guess I kind of feel not not necessarily, well, I feel nervous, but I also feel anxious to try it, like, kind of want to. So, I guess that's pretty good.
So, before we move on, I just want to make sure you're actually anxious to meet new people now.
Well, I've always been ready to do that, I think. I feel like I've always wanted that. I just didn't like doing it. I guess that's really how I feel.
And what was that?
Well, I mean, I've always wanted friends. I mean, I don't think that's too weird, but, I mean...
We all want friends, so...
But I just don't... The process, it's a long process of making friends and getting together. I mean, the only way I'd known how to do that before was through a bunch of people coming together and, like, I guess, meeting people through association. But now we're talking about a whole new thing where it's...
So you can actually put yourself out there to make friends, and this is the first time you're doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's...
Do you think
it's like half nerve-wracking, half I'm excited for it, so it's better than just being nerve-wracking, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it is a huge improvement from when you came in. It's, like I told you last time, I just can't imagine what it is to have lost all your friends and support and then just starting over. And the fact that you're telling me now that you're actually looking forward to meeting new people.
Well, I'm ready to, I guess, move on. I'm not like I want to leave them behind because they were good friends. It's just I can't.
We're not saying that you have to leave them behind. We're not saying that you have to forget about them.
I know, but I'm just ready to, I guess, be more happy, and being active with other people would make me happy.
Yeah. I mean, you can always go hang out with your friends, just not as much as you did before, because when you, if I remember right, you said that it was only when you were doing sports. So you see, now you can have different group of friends in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that you're actually doing great. It's like I cannot tell you this so many times. It's like it is a huge improvement. You've moved forward so much. And I'm actually really glad and proud that you've actually been able to come this far.
Thanks.
So, for next week, I actually want you to tell me what it is that you've been thinking through the whole process when you're going to church and the water polo team. I want you to consider what are your thoughts when you're meeting new people and how you actually feel and what you're thinking right after when you're alone at your home.
Okay.
And I want you to write them down and then just ponder about it. Okay?
Okay.
Well, it's been great knowing that you've improved so much. And I really hope to find out what's going on next week. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. See you, man.
Okay.